next project I'm going to work on is trying to attempt to get my windshield ready to install. So I'm going to go ahead and put this gasket on here. I laid it on here, and you can see the window tapers. Well, I don't know how well you can see it in the video, but the window tapers this way. So I laid the gasket on there so that the wide side is on the bottom and the narrower side is on the top. I'm going to start at one of the corners and then just work my way around. Quick look, you can see the corners are on there nicely all the way in. All the way around. This is what the front looks like. You can see it's up against the, or it's up, you know, into this little groove right here pretty nicely. All the corners look good again. And there's no spots that are like pushed back or like rolled up under. So I just made sure of that. Looks pretty good. So now what I'm gonna do is in this channel right here, I'm gonna go all the way around this channel, putting in Stripcaulk. Today's actually a really good day to work with this stuff because it's a cooler day, which means it's not as not going to be as like stringy and like stretching on me and stuff. I'm actually able to just work with a full strip like this, which is nice. Last time it was hot and I could only work with a little at a time. So I'm just putting it all the way up in there, all the way to the very edge. I can just kind of lift this up and then tuck it up in there and let it drop, and it's fine. It's tough to see in there, it's black as well, but you can see it's kind of, yeah, let's see, like in where my finger is right there, and it just goes all the way through this channel. The next part is going to be putting a string in that same channel that we just put the Stripcaulk in, and then essentially you want to leave a little out. I'll put some tape across there and just ran out. I'm just going to set it up there for right now. And just going to go around and tuck it in that same channel. Start at the top when you put the string in, and you want to leave a little hanging out there. And this is where I started. And then you can notice that I actually crossed over when I came back, and that's to make sure that this section gets pulled over the lip there. All right, I am going to give this a shot by myself. I already kind of started. Because I don't have the wing windows in here, I can reach my hand inside here. I'm fairly tall, I got long arms, so I can reach both sides. So I've already been pushing on the outside and pulling this string, and you can see it's getting over that lip pretty well. And give it a whirl here and see if I can get it all on there by myself. Otherwise, this is a two-man operation, especially if you got the wing windows in there. You're going to have somebody else inside because you want to push on the outside while you pull that string and get it over that lip over the edge of the car here. So we got that on there. You can see that is on the over the that lip is over the edge of the inside of the Mustang. Those corners, they can be tough. That's where I think I struggled the most. There's a couple of spots here, and I'll show you. I'm going to work on them a little bit more here. I didn't quite get over how I wanted, but like this one, this whole area, I kind of just used my hand to pull it over a little bit better. See, there's a spot right there. And I'm going to work on this some more and just kind of work it so where it's more like that than that. So I'll work on that area because I'll need two hands and clean that up, and then the next step will be taping it off on the outside and then putting the window sealing in. Okay, so I'm happy with the way it's in there now. There's still like I think it's just the shape of the gasket at this point, because if I push it straight down, it's all the way over the lip there. The other thing you might notice is I don't have a headliner, and the reason I didn't put a headliner in beforehand is because I'm planning on using the one-piece headliner, and you don't have to take the windshield or rear window out for that. So just a note, if you're using the stock headliner, you want to make sure you put that in before you put the windshield in. And this is what it looks like on the outside. Looks pretty clean. You can see I got my clips all in place already. I have another video on how I got those in. Those aren't fun. So my next step is actually going to be putting this windshield and body sealant around the outside. So we have to put that both under this lip and then inside of here, is my understanding. And so I'm gonna get some tape and tape this all off, kind of like I did here. Might go with a wider tape though, because that stuff's messy from what I understand. And then we'll go around, get the sealant all through there, and then after I'm done with that, I have my reproduction stainless steel trim that I'm going to put on, and that should be fun. From what I understand, is loads of fun. So that's where we're at. I'm going to go get some tape because I am out of the blue tape right now, and go from there. Okay, so when we put the tape on, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. We're not painting, we're just protecting our paint. But if you don't get the line straight, you want to err a little bit on to the inside, because it's here to protect your paint. So make sure you err on this side, not that side. So you can see I got it on there all the way around to protect the paint from the sealant as I put that on. One of the things I found on TJ Ponies when they were talking about installing the windshield is that the tip of this likes to bend as you're going across the, especially the inside of the windshield. And so I got some metal dowels, and I'm going to put them on to the sealant. I'm going to try it this way. I'm going to do 2 of them, and we're just going to wrap those with electrical tape. Alright, that's what it ended up looking like. So it looks like it gave it a little more stability. I'll give it a shot. my terrible job. So this is my first time ever doing this. You can see I made a terrible mess. This is why we put the tape around here. All right, so I was able to get a lot of this cleaned up just using these alcohol wipes actually. So something like Goof Off or just isopropyl alcohol should clean it right off. So I'm gonna go through and clean this up with that.